Alright, well, what we got here is a good old-fashioned dispute. The loyal people say they filled this up. But my damn new meter is showing empty still. This thing's only like 5 years old. The old one's right there. Alright, that's hitting the side. How are you supposed to go? This, you would surmise, goes this way. Alright, so you would just figure it would go this way. Why is it sinking? Is the goddamn float bowl damaged? The tank is supposed to be full. Yeah, it's not anywhere near full. Right, bro? So the floater has to be submerged. You can't pull it out this way. Or, yeah, you can. I think. Or you can't. Feels like plastic. How is that not sunk? Yeah, the thing's got to be submerged. God damn. I mean, what the hell? Tractor supply. I don't think we want to get metal pieces down in the oil. Do we now? Why is this puppy not floating? Does anybody know? Why is it sinking? Is that correct? Now, if it's sinking, it should be full of fuel. Oh yeah, there's fuel in there. Damn, bro. Yeah, there's fuel coming out of there. So what do we seal this with? Hot glue gun? I think when I originally got this, it was opened up. Alright, so in order to make it float, you have to get what's in there out. Sounds like so very little in there. All right. Alright, so I straightened out the metal. I took this off. I mean, what the hell? So I'm thinking I think the old one still floats. I think I only replaced it because the top was cracked and the seal on the top was leaking or was disintegrated because it's like 40 years old or more. So maybe I'll, even if I open this up and seal it, how long will it last? I think this was originally cracked when I got it and I super glued it shut. I'm going to try taking the old one off and throw it in there and see if it floats. The old one has got, they pinched it. So I'm going to have to rip this piece of copper off. I shouldn't do it that way. I should just cut the damn thing. I think this one was still floating. Of course, it's a little thicker, right? Yeah, boy. All right, let's see. Let's see. Let's see if that floats. Now see, this is pointing in that direction towards me, and that's the way this will float. No, that's sinking. Wonderful, that is sinking. Okay. So, do I fix this one or do I make another one out of like a water bottle or something? How do I get this fluid out of here? You think hot glue gun will, I'm gonna have to drill a hole to get this out. We see it's leaking out right here. Drill a hole, then hot glue gun it. Or let gravity take it out. Gravity, put it in there. Gravity, take it out. Come on, drip. There's a drop. Drippo. Man, it was dripping faster before. Oh, I hear air. Just had to replace it with air. There we go. I just heard it take in air. You can't drip it out if there's no air to replace it. If you see that. See, no drip. Let air in. Let the liquid out. Air, liquid. See what happens when you know science? How long can I be here? You would think this thing was full of oil, but it doesn't sound like it is. Sounds like it's got a very little amount in there. Either way, how long is this going to take me? Alright, if you had noticed when I took this out, there was a V. I had drawn a V where it was originally not sealed when I first got it, and I think I super glued it and threw it in there anyway. Well, the super glue came to undone, so I was going to super glue it again, and I was like, screw it, I'll just melt it into place. So I went through with the, with the torch, melted it, flattened it with the spatula. Well, actually, I flattened it with my hand in the towel first, and I shook it, and there was still a little tiny dot coming out. So then I remelted it again, got the putty knife and flattened it down, and there's nothing more coming out. Like I got it all out, but there was still tiny bits in there that if you shook it, you would see it come out. And it was a little pinhole still there, and it was coming out. So now we're good. So now we got to go and take that out and deal with the friggin' wet foam thing. That doesn't work anymore. Get that one off of there. Stupid foam thing off of there. And it's going to be nice and sunk and wet. Oops. I'll get the stupid foam one off. It drips everywhere, and everything drips everywhere. I bet when I bought this, someone had replaced the plastic end bubble thing with their bad one and returned it to Amazon. Because I remember I got it and I was like, whatever, I'll just fix it instead of return it because I needed one. To the floor you go, bro. And this one goes back on. And let's see if this puppy now floats. Goddamn better float. Alright, so when it's going in, you want this. Oh yeah, there's an arrow there pointing the direction. Actually feels like it's floating already. Well, look at that. Well, look at that. Imagine what things do They're not logged. Oil fuel logged. They do what they're supposed to do. Alright, so you don't want this to turn. Arrow on top. How tight this needs to be. I guess it just has to be until it's oil's airtight, which should be. I got a blue sealer on there. Let's go one more. That's good enough. All right, let's make sure our arrow. That's our arrow. Right there, pointing to the back of the tank. That's sealed down. And then your micro adjustment is turning this, screwing this on the pull or not. We should be at 100% full. So that's where we're at, bro. There you go. Of course, the oil people. Oh, your needle's broke. We need to get you a new one. And they want to charge you like $150 or whatever to replace this, just because the stupid thing isn't floating anymore. We got our arrow. We loosen this to read it. No, we don't need that. It's unimportant. You don't need to see that. All right. So that is now resolved. Got to keep an eye on that. Make sure it's not taking on any more oil again. And of course, the old one, all the seals, everything is all shot and gone. So I guess that was one of the other reasons that I replaced it. And I was thinking, like we're looking right at a piece of foam. I was thinking, I could cut a cube out of that and just throw it on the end. That would work. I don't think the oil's going to eat away the foam. Maybe not. That foam is freaking like 50 years old, that thing. That's probably stand up to a nuclear bomb, the way they used to make shit. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty then. Well, meter reads full. We are all good. Okay. From a distance.
Chuck, will we have to wet this?
It is wet. You mean dry it?
Yeah.
It's the flower truck, bro.
We have to dry it. Go dry it. It can't be too wet.